I want to talk really, really quickly, just since we're on the subject of you being young and finding opportunities, and timing is very important, clearly.
Absolutely.
For a young person today, things are so expensive. Purchase price, dirt, right? Everything, construction, insurance, debt, it's all very expensive. Looking back with hindsight, what would you do today? Would you value relationships? Would you value trying to find a way to earn a high level of income, save money, and then get into your first deal? Sounds like you did it all at once.
Well, it's a great question, Garrett. I think first and foremost, relationship. Every person you meet, you do business with, don't look at them like a transaction or a short-term opportunity. Look at them like something you care about and want to add value to for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to live a long life these days with medical science.
Yeah.
And there's no compromising on that. And by doing that, what happens with these people, because the folks you're dealing with, they're intelligent, they're good people. Like people can feel when someone's transactional. So stay away from that and just focus on doing what's right and try to help create value. Whether you're a developer or whatever you're doing as an entrepreneur or as even an employee, team member, whatever not, just try to create value.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're doing business with the right people, they'll let you capture a piece of that.
Yeah.
And so if you think about like some of the stuff that we're talking about and working on, like buying these properties, I was raising money. I wasn't sitting on $2 million to buy property in 7 days. You have to have a relationship with someone to raise that and just capturing a piece of the value you created for everyone else. Same when you broker a deal. If you think about it, you're just capturing a little piece of the value you created for everyone.
I love that. I always had that frustration when I was younger. So I graduated high school in 2010. So, junior year, senior year was when the recession happened. And I remember at the time, I couldn't even get a job at Publix, like nowhere was hiring. Florida got hit probably the hardest in the entire country.
It did.
People don't realize that. There's a lot of people that have moved here, but man, in 2009 and 10,
forget that.
People forget that. We were hit hard.
It
and there was
scary.
no opportunities, but my mom was a realtor. So I kind of was at least keen on what was happening in the market. And even me being 17, 18, even a little bit younger, I realized, God, if I had money, that is a killer deal. Like even knew at the time, but I was so focused on, I think, what I didn't have. I was frustrated, like, oh, I would buy that, but I don't have the money.
Yeah.
Raising money wasn't even a part of my equation. Now I know that that's how most deals are done.
Yep.
Most deals are with partnerships and with raising money. Shit, the bank is going to give you most of the money. That's not you, right?
That's right.
So now that's shifted, I've learned that. But at the time I was so stuck on that. You really, it sounds like very early on, realized the value of raising money in partnerships. Is that something that you learned yourself, or did you have a mentor when you were younger that was guiding you through this?
Yeah, great question. I think it certainly ties back to mindset. And like, I'm going to look at this, I'm going to figure it out. I figured a lot of it out on my own, but at the same time, I highly valued mentors. And when someone's willing to help me and I reach out to them with humble and say, hey, congratulations, look at what you did. Like, can we work together or whatnot? And people will often, if you approach them right, people will often send the elevator down and help you, especially when they're later in their career and they've done successful. People want to do good for the world and kind of grow abundance mentality for all. But in that situation, you ask about like younger guy hacks and ways that things that work. I would always still end those conversations with, what can I do to help your business? What in particular can I do? And if someone mentioned a problem, I'll bend over backwards to solve that problem for a relationship.
Yeah,
and
that's where the value
And I
lies.
still do that at this point with portfolio of some hundreds of millions of assets. I still will continually try to help those people that have been there for the long time relationship.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's great. Create value. Because it's all you can do when you're young. You don't have money and you don't have expertise.
Yep.
But you can provide value. If you enjoyed this clip, click here for the full episode and make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.